Hey guys, you are with the Tech Science. Today we have a new point for the discussion, and the new point is law of conservation of momentum. So for the law of conservation of momentum, we have an experimental proof for that, and for the reason we have to take the help of the Newton's laws of motion. As we know that there are three Newton's laws of motions are there. Newton's first law of motion, also called as law of inertia. Newton's second law of motion, concerned with the force and momentum, and Newton's third law of motion, that is what action, and it is concerned with the action and reaction force. So here we have the proof with the help of the two laws. We have to take the help of two laws here: Newton's second law of motion and Newton's third law of motion. In the Newton's second law of motion, we derive the formula F equal to ma. Am I right now? We have one formula F equal to ma. We have to take help of this, as well as we know the definition of momentum, and definition of momentum using the mass and velocity. It is nothing but the product of mass and velocity. So we have one more formula for the momentum: P is equal to m into v. So some of the things are there which are called the basic things that is required to prove this law of conservation of momentum. As we know that in like physics and mathematics, we have some kind of proof is there. Yes, of course, we consider just like a scenario, an example that you have to take, and through that we can imagine the thing. Observe, I am also writing the three different diagrams here. I draw the three different diagrams are there. So these are the spheres, and these spheres are moving in a straight line along the straight line in a same direction. They are moving in this direction. The first sphere having the name A, and second sphere having the name B. Easily, very easily. So just relax and observe how can I derive the formula for the law of momentum and conclude that the total momentum before collision equal to total momentum after collision. So this is sphere and this sphere, namely first sphere is called A and second sphere is called B, and they are moving with along a straight line. Okay, and here during this journey the initial velocity for sphere A is u1 and the initial velocity of the sphere B is u2. And one mandatory condition that you have to consider here, that they have the same density. Okay, they having the same density. But what happened here, they after some time they collide to each other. Now this is the case, what if they are traveling a straight line, what about their velocity? So you have to consider here that the magnitude of sphere A is somewhat more than the magnitude of velocity of sphere B. So the magnitude of the velocity of A is more than B. That's why the A is collide with sphere B as the time passes. And after the collision, what happened here? As per the Newton's third law of motion, for every action force there is a equal and opposite reaction force which acts simultaneously. This is what the Newton's third law of motion that we already discussed. So what happened here? Let us consider the sphere B exert the force on the sphere A, and that is F1. At the same time, opposite force, that is called in opposite direction, a force has been exerted by the sphere A on the B, and it is F2. It is called F2. Now we know that here the forces are equal and opposite to each other. What does it mean? It means that if you try to find out the relationship between F2 and F1, so these forces are opposite. In that case, it is F2 is equal to minus F1. F2 is equal to minus F1. This is what the first thing that we observe when they collide to each other. And after collision, what happened here? Again they start to move. In that case, the sphere A having the final velocity, it is called v1, and the sphere B having the velocity called v2. So this is what initial velocity, this is what final velocity. Now here we know the derivation for the F force with respect to mass and acceleration. What is that? F equal to ma. In that case, suppose I have to derive the expression for F2. So what is the mass of A? So let us consider the mass of A is m1 and the mass of B is m2. In that case, what is the formula for F2? F2 is nothing but m2, and for acceleration it is a2, is equal to minus for F1. For F1 we have m1 and a1, because F1 is force nothing but exerted by the B on A, and F2 nothing but the force exerted by A on B. On the behalf of that, this is what opposite, that's why I am taking minus sign. Very easy. Now what is this m? M nothing but the mass. What is this m1 and m2? These are the masses. And what is x? What is this a1, a2? These is nothing but called acceleration. And we derive formula in the first chapter. Acceleration nothing but the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. Change in velocity. Change in velocity divided by time. We derive already this equation. I am already uploaded the video on the YouTube also. You can see that video for acceleration. So this acceleration nothing but final velocity. How can you find out change in velocity? Final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time. And we know that final velocity denoted by the letter v minus initial velocity by u divided by time. So this is what the formula for acceleration. A is equal to v minus u upon t. But this formula I am explaining very in short within a short period of time. If you have to find out the detailed explanation regarding acceleration, we have the video on that. You can just check out. Okay. So as per the formula of acceleration, what is acceleration? A is equal to v minus u upon t. If I put up this formula, so what is this? m2 in bracket v2 minus u2 upon time is equal to minus now observe, is equal to minus m1. What about a1? v1 minus u1 upon time. As time factor is a common here, so we omit that. With this it is cancelled to each other. Now what happened here? What remain? m2 v2 minus, we have to multiply this. Okay, chalo, let's try to find out in detail. So m2 in bracket v2 minus u2. As I am changing, I am cancelling the time, then what remain? v1 minus u1. Am I right? Now this m2 multiply with this whole bracket, and this m1 also multiply this whole bracket. So what remain? So what is the multiplication factor? m2 v2 minus this m2 multiply with this u2, that is called m2 u2. Here minus m1 v1, and this minus get plus m1 u1. Okay, so this is what the formula to find out the expression regarding the multiplication factor after m2 with this bracket and this m1 with this bracket. Okay, now we just rearrange the equation, because final velocity and initial velocity. Now we found out what is the formula for momentum. P is equal to m into v. It means that mv here, m2 u2 here, m1 v1 here, m1 u1. It means that something, these formulas are concerned with this momentum. So if I have to find out the initial momentum concerned with the final momentum, so what should I do? m1 v1 factors we are considering on the left hand side, and m2 u2 factors are on the right hand side. Observe, this is minus m1 v1. So if we take on the left hand side, it becomes plus m1 v1. Am I right? This m2 v2 as it is, so here it is a plus sign by default, so it is m2 u2 is equal to this plus m1 u1 we kept as it is on the left hand side, and this minus m2 u2 when come it on the right hand side, it is plus m2 u2. Now if you observe m1 v1 plus m2 u2, what is this? This is nothing but a final momentum after collision. And what is this m1 u1 and m2 u2? This is what the total momentum, that is called initial momentum, or we can say that total momentum. You can use the word total, that is better for you. Okay, so the total momentum after collision is equal to the total momentum before collision. And this is what the proof of the law of conservation of momentum. What is that? During collision, the total momentum of a object before collision and total momentum of an object after collision, it remains same, or it is a constant. This is what the experimental proof for the law of conservation of momentum. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please subscribe my channel and press on the bell icon for the new notification. Thank you.